Welcome back to Playing with Sounds. Speaking, listening, reading, and spelling. We will be talking about S-blends and the phonic rules for CK. Today's sound stars are S, P, K, D, L, N, Ch. Long E spelled with two E's and long E spelled with EA and short E, the short E sound. The letters S, P, K, D, L, N, and CH. Get ready. You will need writing paper, a pencil, one crayon or a marker. You will use your writing paper and your pencil in the next activity to give yourself a star or a plus for every time you guess the word right. Listen and tell me what you think the word is. See if you can guess the word. Number 1. S, P, E, Ch. You are correct if you said speech. Number 2. S, P, E, K. You are correct if you said speak. Number 3. S, P, E, K. You are correct if you said speck. Number 4. S, P, E, D. You are correct if you said sped. Number 5. S, P, E, D. You are correct if you said speed. Number 6. S, E, D. You are correct if you said seed. Number 7. S, E, K. You are correct if you said seek. Number 8. S, N, E, K. You are correct if you said sneak. Number 9. S, L, E, K. You are correct if you said sleek. And number 10. L, E, K. You are correct if you said leak. How many words did you guess right? Count up all your stars, all your pluses, and write that number on the back of your paper. Get ready. We're going to track down the sounds that change between our words. You're going to become a sound detective. Now, in case you've not been with me before, I will give you the directions for how to do this. You will need writing paper with 10 lines, so if your paper does not have 10 lines on it, go ahead and get another piece of paper with 10 lines on it, or draw 10 lines right now. You will not be writing letters. You will be drawing circles and triangles. I will say a word, and you will say the word to yourself, and then you will say each sound in the word. You will draw a circle for every sound you hear, and a triangle for every short vowel sound or long vowel sound that you hear. Let me show you what I mean. Now, if you've been with me for the short words with just 3 sounds, you will be familiar with what we're getting ready to do here. Let's see what happens when sounds start being added or taken away. So let's start with our word tick. Again, we will say the word and then we say each sound in the word. T, I, k. Then the next word is tack. T, a, k. And we know that it's the middle sound that changed. I, a. So we color that middle sound. The next word is track. We're adding a sound in. We have to decide where the new sound was added. T, a, k. Now we know that the vowel sound has been bumped over. T, a. But we don't know if the sound was added in the first position or the second position. So we have to think about that a little bit. T, t. Track and tack, they have the same sound. The second sound in track is but the second sound in tack is a. So this has to be where the new sound was added. So I color that sound. Next we have rack. A. Wait a minute. A. T, a. That means something's gone because a, k only has 3 sounds. I have to decide which sound is gone. This is t and this is This can't be right, but this is ack. This has to be the one. This has to be the one that left right here. So I'm going to finish out with ack. And I'm going to do something here to show this sound is gone. I'm going to put an X in that spot and I'm going to color it because it left and it's gone. Now let's say the next word is sack. I still only have 3 sounds, don't I? Sack is s-a-k and rack is a-k. So I don't have a t or anything here. S-a-k, s-a-k. That means I have to show that this sound is still missing, and I have to show that this one changed. So I will color this one to show the change, and I will put an X here to show that it's gone. And that's the way we continue to show when sounds are missing. Once we've started with 4 sounds, we want to show where those missing sounds are, because when they're added back in, we have to decide where they are added. And that will happen whether we have 2 consonants at the beginning. We might have 2 consonants on the end here sooner or later. So that's the way we do this. We use our X's to show missing sounds. So let's get started with our next activity. Get ready. Now you're going to be drawing your triangles and your circles. Your first word is speech. Remember to say the word to yourself and then say each sound in the word as you draw your circles and triangles. Speech. Number 2, speak. Number 3, spec. Number 4, sped. Number 5, speed. Number 6, seed. Number 7, seek. Number 8, sneak. Number 9, sleek. And number 10, leak. So let's see how you did. In our first word, we had speech, s, p, e, ch. In our second word, it was speak, s, p, e, k. And this is our sound that changed. Then we had speck, s, p, e, k. Our vowels are different here, e, e. After speck, we had sped, s, p, e, d. And our last sounds changed. Then we had speed, sp, e, d. We went from e to e. After speed, we had seed, s, e. We lost that p sound right here. D. After seed, we had seek. Now this sound right here is still gone, but we changed our d to a k, so we have to mark this as well. We have seek and sneak. Now the second sound came back in, only this time it is an n sound. Then we have sleek, so we went from sneak to sleek, and that second sound is an ul sound. And then finally, on the last word, we have leak, and if you'll notice, ul, eek, and ul, eek, those last three sounds match, but the first sound is missing again. So we colored that one in and put an X on it. Did you get them all right this time? These were a little more difficult. So if you didn't, that's fine. You might want to listen to this part of the tape and try it again. Remember, you're supposed to give yourself a plus for every one you get right. And your goal is to have at least 8 out of the 10 words right every time. So let's see how you did. It's always okay to go back and practice again. Now, as always, we will read the words and then we will read the words in sentences. Begin reading. You are correct if you said this word is speech. You are correct if you said this word is speak. Notice that it has an EA in the middle for that long E sound. You are correct if you said this word is speck. Sped. Speed. Seed. Seek. Sneak. There's that EA in there again. Sleek. And leak. And there's the EA again. Have you noticed how that long E sound likes to stick together with another letter? It doesn't use its own silent E on the end to make the vowel long. Very interesting. There are a few words that do, but most of the time they like to stick together with another letter, and usually it's the two E's. Reading sentences. Number 1. His slick steed ran with speed. Number 2. He wanted to sneak up on the spy. Remember, when you have a one-syllable word and the last letter is the Y, it will sound like the long I. I. Number 3. The sleek spy came from afar. Number 4. He put a speck of a seed in the grass. Number 5. The spy came to seek and plant weeds. Are you ready to practice spelling your words and writing the sentences? Before you do, make sure you counted all the correctly read words and sentences that you did, and then you'll give yourself all those points. Let's take a look at practicing our spelling now. Have your paper and your pencil ready. Number down the list 1 to 10. Listen to each word that I say. Then repeat the word to yourself before you start to write. Say each sound to yourself while you are writing. Are you ready? Then listen to this example. What if I said the word smoke? You would say smoke. S-m-o-k. At the same time you're writing the letters. So let's begin. Your first word is speech. Number 2 is speak. Number 3 is speck. Number 4, sped. Number 5, speed. Number 6, seed. Number 7, seek. Number 8, sneak. Number 9, sleek. And number 10, leak. I'm going to reread those quickly just to make sure you got them all. So pause if you're not finished writing, and then restart it. Number 1 was speech. Number 2, speak. Number 3, speck. Number 4, sped. Number 5, speed. Number 6, seed. Number 7, seek. Number 8, sneak. Number 9, sleek. And number 10, leak. And here are the words that you wrote. Take a minute and check to see if you spelled each one correctly. If you spelled all of them correctly, you have 100%. If you spelled 9 of them correctly, you have 90%. 8 of them would be 80%. Give yourself a grade. Next, we practice writing the words and sentences. Have your paper and pencil ready. Write the sentence you hear me say. Sentences will be spoken to you as phrases with time to write the words before the next phrase is given. And I will repeat the sentences one more time so that you'll be sure to make sure you have all the words. And if the sentence is given too fast for you, just pause the video. Listen to each sentence and write it. There are 5 sentences and one will contain a challenge word. Here are your sentences. Number 1, his slick steed ran with speed. Number 2, he wanted to sneak up on the spy. Number 1 was his slick steed ran with speed, and number 2 was he wanted to sneak up on the spy. Here is number 3. The sleek spy came from afar. Number 4, he put a speck of a seed in the grass. Number 3 was the sleek spy came from afar. Number 4 is he put a speck of a seed in the grass. And number 5, the spy came to seek and plant weeds. That is your challenge word, weeds. Now don't forget, you can rewind and listen to the sentences one more time if you did not get everything. Check your sentences against the ones written here. Circle the words that you misspelled. Then count all of the words that are not circled. There were 38 words in all. If you wrote 34 of them correctly and you spelled them correctly, you have a 90%. If you spelled 32 of them correctly, you have 85%, and so on down the list that you see on the right-hand side. We really like to see at least an 85%. So remember, you can always go back and practice writing them one more time. Look at your mistakes and see how you made them, and then practice so that you don't make them again. This concludes our lesson today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again in another lesson very soon. Have a great day.